Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and today I just felt like showing off some of my plants. I don't have like a video topic or something certain I want to talk about. These are just some plants I've been feeling lately and I just want to show them in a video. And when I say show them off, like it doesn't mean these are the biggest and the best ones in my collection or anything. They're just plants that I just wanted to show in a video because I've really been enjoying them so much lately, and I feel like I haven't shown them in a long time and just thought, why not give them their time to shine, you know? So the first one, this is the reason I wanted to do this video, to show you Charlie. Those of you that have been here for a long time, you might remember my creeping Charlie that I lovingly call Charlie. I had him for a long time. Ooh, there's like some dead leaves in there. Pay no attention to the crusty leaves on the plants. They're still doing fine. Anyway, I had a creeping Charlie for a very long time, and I'm pretty sure it was root rot that took him from me. I had put it in a big pot because I thought bigger pot, bigger plant, which is not the case, especially for indoor plants. But it didn't go well. It turned gray and soft. I cut a bunch of the good pieces off and I saved them, and they're currently in another pot and they're doing well. This is not the propagation one. This is just another one that I bought because I just love this plant so much. It has these beautiful glossy green leaves with this little bit of like a scalloped edge. They're so pretty. I'm pretty sure this is a weed in a lot of people's yards, and from what I've read, this can be very dangerous and very poisonous for livestock and stuff. But as an indoor plant, you know, it's doing fine. And luckily my animals don't really pay attention to my plants at all. My cat, the only plants that he will like get really into are ferns. And luckily I don't have that many. But he doesn't pay attention to any of the other ones. He never wants to chew on them or nibble on them or anything. But I got this plant off the shelf the other day to water it. I should have given him a little grooming before his big debut. I took this plant off the shelf to give it some water, and I was like, dang, that's a pretty plant. I have got to appreciate that one more. But I already really love this. It's just kind of a plant that, I don't know, like it just sits, it cascades over. A big piece just fell off. Oh my goodness, hold on. How did that happen? Where did it fall off of? You know, it looks like it's already scabbed over right here, so I bet it was hanging on by a thread when I was messing with it just now. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. What the heck? The heck is going on over here? Okay, there's like a string here. I don't know. You know, I should have given this a once over before I brought it in here, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. He's still beautiful. Okay, there's just like some weird parts here that are connected to nothing. Okay, well there's another weird piece. I mean, this propagates really, really easily. Maybe not this, it's already like super limp, but this for sure, it propagates so easily. It does take a long time to grow roots, but it will grow the roots. There are tons of nodes all over the stem here. So if I just take off these bottom leaves and this leaf and stick that stem in some water, some roots will grow from that stem and I can either pop it back in the pot or have my own new little plant. Ugh! You know what? I gotta have some creeping Charlie back here. I think that's what I'm gonna do there. I don't know what's going on with this thing here. Just take that off. Okay, back to what I was saying. What the heck was I saying? Oh, that this cascades beautifully over this little table that I have it on. I have it on a little bit of a platform stand, so it sits a little taller. Oh, it's so pretty. I mean, I just love it. I love this plant. Definitely one of my top 5 plants I've ever purchased. There's like leaves falling off everywhere. But yeah, beautiful plant, grows like crazy, easy to propagate. It's just beautiful. It's a really, really pretty plant, and I love having it. Last year, mine bloomed. No, it wasn't last year, was it? Maybe it was. I have no concept of time. Maybe it bloomed last year. I don't know, but it had flowers everywhere. It was so beautiful. Love this plant a lot, a lot, a lot, and I had to give it some love and a little time in the spotlight, even though he was falling apart at the seams. let's put you over here for now. Okay, the next plant, oh, I cannot wait to show you this one. This is a plant that sits on my windowsill right here. If you watched a video I did back in May, I did a tour of all the plants that live on my windowsill, and most of the time I don't move them from there. I take them down when they need water and I put them back, and that's kind of it. And they kind of just sit there, they live their lives, they live there through spring, summer, fall, and winter, and they do just fine. But this plant here, this is one I never thought that I would be able to have. But I think because I have it in bright sun all day and a lot of direct sun, especially in the afternoon and evening, it does so well. And it is this. Look at it. This is a burros tail. It's insanely beautiful. This is a succulent. It has the most gorgeous growth habit. I mean, look at this. Doesn't it look like a work of art? This plant takes my breath away. Like, it's insane. I can't believe how much it's grown since I've had it. I mean, it hasn't grown like 10 times what it was before, but I remember when I got this, it was small-ish, but all these tendrils have just blossomed from this plant. It is living on the windowsill, and I feel like it's going to outgrow that space, you know, sooner rather than later. But I love the way it sits on the sill. It causes all these to like grow the way they are against the window. It just looks like, doesn't this look like an alien plant or something? It's beautiful. Here's a really close look at it. It grows all these cute little like leaf things. They do fall off relatively easily if you manhandle it, but if you give it a ton of light, it will stay pretty compact. It'll start kind of stretching out. Pay no attention to the cat hair that's all over this plant. It sits on the windowsill right next to where my cat looks out the window, so it's okay. These ones here hang over the windowsill, so they're not directly in the sun, so you could see the little bit of space between, I don't know what these are called, the little leaves, but the ones that are really tight like this are right in the window. And it's just so freaking pretty. And a couple had fallen off just now when I put it here, and I just throw them back in the pot because these little babies, oh look, there's one already stuck. Okay. These little tiny beanie babies here will grow little roots and hopefully grow another stem and fill in the pot really nicely. This plant just takes my breath away. I never want to touch it. I want to leave it there forever and just grow all crazy on the window. It's insane. I mean, look at it. Ugh! If you have one of these, I bet you feel the same way about it. It's so beautiful. And if you have one and it's not thriving for you, put it in the light. Like, this is not a plant that I think, I don't know, I think grow lights are okay, like as supplemental lighting, but when it comes to like a succulent and a cactus, I don't know, I feel like actual sunlight is what they need, but I don't know anything about grow lights either. And this sunlight, it will love you if you put it in the direct sun in your sunniest window that you have. It's an awesome plant. That was the chair. Okay, the next plant I want to show you is my Chameleonzzy plant. So this little baby is one I bought last summer. I always feel like everything just happened, but I think I bought this last summer. I had seen that it was released and that it was a thing, and I was like on the hunt. I went to Lowe's every single day looking for this plant. And one day they had, you know, when they bring in the shipment and it's boxes with saran wrap around them, I read all the labels and I saw one that said Chameleonzzy, and I asked the lady very nicely, do you think I can open that box? Like, I'll cut it open myself. I'll be very gentle. And she opened it for me like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I picked out the best one. They were all extremely waterlogged, but the plant did really, really well. And it's called a chameleon because I'm sure you can see these leaves here. They're kind of a little different. They have a little bit of an orange hue to them, like a really, really light, like, come on, work with me, plant. They have a really light orange hue to them, and it looks like it's dying, but it's not. Like, that's just the way the leaf looks. It's so cute. It's like, it looks like a regular ZZ, but it's something a little different, you know? It's different enough to want to go buy this one. I love it so much. It kind of just sits in my front room. It doesn't need anything really. I water it when it needs water, which is like a few times a year, and it does well. It just kind of sits there, it grows, it's just kind of sprouted new little babies around. It doesn't need a lot from you, but it gives you a lot in return, which is great. I love this plant so much, and I'm so glad I've come around to ZZ plants because I don't know, never used to like them, didn't think they were that cool, didn't think they did anything. Oh look, here's a better look at the chameleon-esque leaves. So cool, right? I love this. I love it so much. And I have still seen this one around at Lowe's every now and then. It's so pretty. I love it. Love it so much. Okay, I have three more to show you. I know I talked forever about the first one, but this one needs some water so badly, and it has dry leaves on it. Hold on, hold on. Quick little grooming. Oh, there's one more. Okay, this is a neon pothos, and this is a plant that I never really liked. I don't know what it was about the color of the leaves, maybe. I thought it was kind of eh, but I have come to freaking love these leaves. I don't know, what is this, Chartreuse or something? It's so stinking beautiful. Like, look at it. Doesn't this take your breath away just looking at it and then picking it up and shaking it? I always fluff this one. I don't know what it is about the leaves. They're just so full and like nice to play with. They're so sturdy, and they can like take a little manhandling. It's just such a great plant. I love the way that it looks in this white pot, just something about the color combo. And I'm not a huge fan of these white pots. I feel like I'm glad Costa Farms changed up the pots from time to time, because these white ones, they drive me crazy after a while. But with this plant, I love the way that this looks. And I love it especially now because I moved it. I used to have this sitting in my front room on the coffee table, like on top of some books. And it was just sitting there. Like, it never really, like, I honestly never really looked at it until it wilted, and then I would water it, and then that was it. But I put all of the, like, I put a little Christmas tree on top of that table, like Christmas decor, so I moved the plants off of it. And where I moved this to, I moved it onto a bookshelf, and I see it every day with new eyes. I see it every day, and I'm like, I've had that plant this whole time. Like, it's so beautiful. So if you are feeling bored with a few plants, or some you overlook all the time, move them, put them in another spot. I know people say you're not supposed to move your plants around a lot, but you know what? They're gonna be fine. And they're your plants. Put them wherever you want to put them. I moved this to the bookshelf, and it took my breath away. Had to show it in a video. Love it. It's so pretty. I love this plant so much, I bought another one. Okay, so I did ask my boyfriend. I told him I was doing this video idea, and I said, do you have a plant you want to show off? And he stood in the kitchen like this, staring up at Elvira. If any of you guys watched the my boyfriend's plant collection video, he has an alocasia, what the heck is it called? Royal Red or something like that, that we got at Trader Joe's, and I thought he was buying it for me because I said I wanted it, but he actually kept it for himself. Anyway, this plant has just thrived. The leaves are freaking huge. It's almost touching the ceiling. We have it on top of the kitchen table, so it's closest to the skylight during the winter. It's thriving away, but I can't bring it in here. It's too big. I was able to bring it for that initial video. There's no freaking way I could bring that plant in here. It's just taken off. But I didn't want to bring that one in here, not because I'm jealous or anything. But he said, you can show Mabel if you want. If you guys remember Mabel, Mabel is another plant that I thought he was gonna buy for me. I was on a plant no-buy back in May, and we went to a little nursery here called Alameda. It's not a little nursery, it's huge. But anyway, they have a really small houseplant selection, and I had seen this plant in there. The original leaves, I don't even know where they are now because this little vine has taken off. It's so pretty now. And it filled out like crazy inside of the pot. But I had seen the plant there. There was something beautiful about the leaves. I was like, oh my God, that looks like a Hawaiian pothos. It was so pretty. And when I walked out of the nursery, he was like, oh, did you find anything? And I was like, yeah, but I can't get it. I'm on a plant ban. Oh, how sad. And then he went in there and bought it. And for some reason, I thought he was gonna give it to me or something. Like, I don't know. But he kept it. And he loves this plant. He loves it so much. He named it Mabel, and it has filled out a lot. Like, all of this is new growth that's in the pot, and then this long, long vine here has just taken off. And it's so cool. I mean, I wished he would cut it like maybe here and then pot that back in here to make like a big full plant, but you know what? It's his life. Let him live it. And this long vine is just so cool. I love Mabel. even though I thought one day she was going to be mine, but you know what? She's in better hands. So yeah, this is the plant he wanted to show off because it's doing really, really well. Look at those beautiful leaves. This is a golden pothos. I thought it was a Hawaiian at first, but I really don't know the difference, to be honest. But yeah, it's beautiful. Love this one so much, and I'm not jealous, no matter what anybody tells you. Okay, I have one more. Yes, I have one more to show off. And I want to show you this one because I can't believe this plant is still alive. I don't know how many spider plants I have killed in my life. Maybe because this one was a gift that I felt more of a responsibility to keep it alive. This is a spider plant. I don't really know what the straight one is called. I've had two of the curly ones before. They did. I've had the propagations from this before. I don't know how to take care of them. I do have one propagation, like I cut off one of these little babies and put it in a pot with a bunch of other propagations, and it's doing well for some reason. I mean, it's not doing well, it's hanging on by a thread, but you know what, it's still alive. But anyway, this is my spider plant. I cannot believe this thing is still alive. And I want to say it's because I never move it. It lives on a hanger from the ceiling, and it for some reason does really well in that spot. It doesn't get a ton of light. It gets a lot of morning light because it's right in front of an east facing like sliding door. So it gets a lot of morning light and then ambient light throughout the day, and that's kind of it. And it thrives there. I don't know what it is. It's just big and beautiful. Like it seems like you'd want to run your fingers through this. Like, but for some reason I feel like these leaves would cut you or something if you touched them on the side. It does have a few little spider babies growing here. I don't know why. I'm not brave enough to cut them off because I'm like, what would I do with them? I love the way they look hanging on here. It's just so cool. There's some more starting there. I'm hoping to see some more flowers on this thing soon. It had some flowers when I first got it. But this was a gift. I don't remember if it was a birthday gift or Christmas gift from my boyfriend's parents. And I remember when they gave it to me, my heart was like, oh no, I'm going to have to take care of a spider plant. They don't know how many spider plants I've already killed. But it's been doing well. I don't move it. I water it when it's dry. That's it. And it seems to be doing just great. And it's so pretty. And I love when I water it because then it perks up and it gets all big and fluffy. I love this plant so, so, so much. What's the secret? I have no idea. I don't know why this thing is still alive, but I love it. But that is it. Those are some plants I just wanted to show off because I've been loving them and felt like talking about them, and I hadn't showed them in a very long time. But let me know some plants you have that you just want to show off. I'll put my Instagram here on the screen if you want to send me a DM. Some of you guys sent me DMs like of your plants, and I love it so much. So if you have plants you just want to show off and you want to show me, I will love to see them. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.